Good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you might be in this wonderful world. Beautiful morning this morning.
Beautiful morning.
You may remember Mr. Chris Lippett from one of my lovely sponsors, BIKERHEADZ, from various videos including flouncing through curtains.
One of my embarrassing moments.
A few weeks ago, we were at the Adventure Bike Rider Festival together, where Chris introduced me to Charlie Oakman from Morton's Publishers. And they've got, what is it, how many?
Five.
5 motorcycle magazine titles. Charlie really got quite excited about the whole photo biker concept of learning photography, travelling, doing workshops and tours whilst taking awesome photos along the way. And thanks to Chris here, we are meeting him down here in Cheddar Gorge to do an interview and a photo shoot for a magazine feature about the whole photo biker concept. So thanks, buddy. I really appreciate your help with that. It really is down to Chris. He's been an absolute rock here. So we're just grabbing a coffee, bit of breakfast. We've had a lovely, if chilly, ride, so why don't you check that out whilst we do this, and we'll see you in a minute. Somebody's goats. Hello, Charlie.
Charlie Oakman.
Hello, mate. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate this.
Good to see you, buddy.
You're doing well, Chris.
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Brilliant.
Good.
I'd like to introduce you to Charlie Oakman from Morton's Publishers. So, Charlie, do you know which magazine you're thinking of running this in yet?
Well, it's pretty much dependent on sort of how today goes, because obviously this is my first time that I'm going to be joining you for one of your courses, but predominantly we've got a number of different titles that this would be appropriate for, be it fast bikes, motorcycle sport and leisure, more bikes, and also the websites as well. So we'll just see how we get on.
Brilliant. Right, we're going to have a little chat, figure out what Charlie wants to do, because Charlie is the boss today. Cheers, mate. Let's grab a coffee or something.
That'll do. Obviously we're here to do a photography course today, photography and bikes. So where did all this start?
Motorbikes were the first one. Rode my first motorbike when I was 14. The oldest member of our little gang got a Gorelli Tiger Cross moped.
Right.
I rode it about, from here to the middle of the road, and just thought, I'm having one of these. And I've never been without a motorbike since. I got in loads of trouble because I was only 14 or 15 and I was tearing off all over the place and getting caught and having my motorbikes confiscated. It's been go-to transport ever since.
So you're a lifetime biker.
Yep.
And now you're obviously a photographer.
Yep.
So that had to start somewhere as well.
Age 29, I used to drive plant machinery and goodness knows what.
Right.
Fun. Didn't really fill up the soul. I ended up selling everything I owned. I bought a one-way ticket to the other side of the world. Many adventures later, a life-changing conversation somewhere in Africa led me to come back to the UK to turn my hobby, photography, which I wasn't very good at, into a living. And I went to night school, taught myself how to do it, and a business started to grow. And I'm kind of lucky enough to have had some pretty amazing experiences and met some extraordinary people through things like the Exposure International Photography Festival.
So what Photo Biker is basically then for doing is merging your hobby with your profession. So knitting those two together, what's brought that about?
I love exploring on a motorbike, and so do many people, yourself included, yeah?
Sure.
So to help people get really great pictures of their bikes, their mates, the places they visit, the things they do. So instead of going, do you want to see pictures from the trip? And everyone going, oh, I'm sorry, I've got to go and wash my hair. They actually ask to see the pictures, and that's where this whole idea came from.
Brilliant. Okay, so today obviously we're in Cheddar. And you're introducing me to the course. I'm quite a basic photographer. I'm a guy with a camera, not a photographer. And there's a succinct difference with that. I'm hoping that you're going to give me a few hints and tips on how to change that. You also do this abroad too, don't you?
I run photo workshops abroad. I've been doing them in Cambodia, Vietnam, Iceland, Spain. We've just got a new one set up in Morocco. But then we ran a photo biker workshop in the New Forest just to see how it went, and it was a really great success.
Yeah.
Just got a new one set up in France,
Okay.
which will be about a week long, touring around northwestern France, ending up at the Mont Saint-Michel and other cool places.
So there'll be more details on these trips on your website.
They're all on the website.
So, but for now, what's the first step?
First step when it comes to photography is going and taking some pictures so I can ascertain kind of where you are.
Right.
And as you say, you just said you're a bloke with a camera. We've all just been a bloke with a camera. I know some of the greatest photographers in the world, National Geographic. At some point, they were just a bloke with a camera, thinking, well, how do I do this? And where does this all begin? You know, it's a journey that we all go on. And we have to give ourselves permission and not be embarrassed and just, be delighted when we get it right and then ask questions. Mm-hmm. How did I do that? Or if it didn't work, why didn't it work? So first step is, well, let's just go and take some pictures and see how we get on, and I'll do whatever I can to help you.
And of course we're going to ride there, which is a luxury.
Always a pleasure. And I believe we've got a few other characters that both you and Chris know may be joining us a bit later. So,
Well, if we move, we might not catch up with them, so that'll be good.
well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we don't want them anyway. Bloody motorcyclists. So we're going to go up the street here into the gorge and just see if we can find a nice little corner where I can give Charlie a little bit of coaching, how to improve on his photography, how to take a nice shot of his bike. Where are they? I've obviously pulled out in front of them. We've pulled in, we're somewhere, it's a bit quiet, it's kind of nice. What do you think? What would be the obvious picture? Taking a picture of your bike.
Well, it's the bike, isn't it? So you're in a location, so you're going to want something behind you.
Yep.
But side on, you've got rocks here.
Go for it.
And
Go for it.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Chris, would you mind coming round this side, please? Chris is our cameraman, and I'm going to be directing him very much in the Keith Floyd School of Filmography. Let's have a look. What does that look like? For the
Okay.
obvious, that's not a bad shot at all, because I quite like your layers. We've got the concrete, the road, you've got the road behind, so you've got sort of like grey, grey and grey in the background. My only thoughts are the bike looks really rather dark. You've got a black bike.
Mm-hmm.
The engine's disappearing, unless you want to carry flashlights or reflectors and things like that. But what we could try is just making the shot a little tiny bit brighter.
yeah, okay.
We're in aperture priority mode, so you're choosing an aperture as your primary most important control.
Yes.
Now let's see if we can brighten it up. You've got a little button here with a plus and a minus on it.
Right, okay, yeah.
If you press and hold that while you turn, I think it might be the front or the back wheel.
Okay.
You should have a little number come up.
This one here, okay.
So we need to get this little number saying plus something. Let's go to about +7. Yeah, let's try that. So now just take your same shot.
That is brightening up.
It is a bit brighter. Let's take your same shot again.
Okay.
And we might just be able to see, oh look, he's getting down low now. Composition, yeah, good thinking.
Okay, so
Okay,
that
that
is
one's
much
very
brighter.
bright. It's probably a bit too bright. Let's go back one. Is that the
Oh, wow.
original one?
Yeah, that's the original.
And then up to the slightly brighter. Okay, let's take that down a bit. Let's go to 0.03, that's it.
Okay.
Right, let's take your shot one more time. That's a bit better.
Yes.
It's just a little bit brighter so we can see a bit more of the bike. Your strong point is you sussed out a nice composition straight away. What could we make it do to make it different, to say even more about where we are?
Well, we're not showing a lot of the gorge here, but where we've stopped, we've got very obvious lines in terms of the road.
Yeah, we've got a nice road.
If we look down there, the
off,
road
yeah.
is kind of disappearing off,
Yep.
and there's a bit of street furniture that we can add.
Pig it, you old fella. Come on, you'll be all right.
There it is. So maybe if we
Yeah.
come from this direction here, and also you've got very, very clear lines with the gorge,
Very good thinking.
and that tree, which would sit nicely in the top right-hand corner, which would then just probably silhouette against the sky. Right, I'm going to go this way.
We're going over here, so let's go over here. Come on. It's like the Monty Python film, just a little bit further. Come on, we're nearly there. Cool.
Oh, that's so nice to be able to do that.
What?
Well, I'm just looking at it, even just through the back, you just think the bike, it just looks so much better than anything I've taken
So which
before.
one do you prefer, with it leaning over or on the centre stand?
On the centre stand.
Do you?
I do. You've just said that as if I shouldn't.
No, everyone knows what they like and what they don't. And just because I prefer it on the side stand doesn't mean that's right. It's your picture. You do it how you like it. We could try something else if you like. Wide angle lens.
Right, okay,
Make
yeah.
your lens short and come in close. Now you've got to be careful because it will stretch the bike a lot.
Quick before that car comes.
No, I missed it.
There's another thing, of course, is over time, as you practice, things get faster.
I can't be honest, I didn't know my camera could do all this.
Here we go. What do we got? I think it's great. Do you know what? I think I like that one best.
As a shot of the bike, that's often what we need for the magazines, so actually it will make it.
That strange couple on motorcycle were that just appeared, so I thought I ought to introduce you to Gemma and BEEJ. You're both YouTubers, journos.
Yeah,
You're a makeup artist and a mum,
yeah,
and other things.
and other things.
And like, I just wanted to introduce you really, because these guys very, very kindly put themselves out to come and help out, to have a few more numbers, a few more people for our photo shoot for the magazine. You know,
Make
and
up the numbers.
hey, appreciate it. And I
No
look
worries.
forward to doing some stuff with you again.
Been really
because
cruel to him all day.
they have been. They've been really cruel. Before they go, Gemma and BEEJ, they want some footage for their TikTok and other things of them rushing past. So I'm just going to do a bit with the GoPro, videoing them going by. And I think Chris is going to shoot some stills. And I don't know about Charlie. I just think you're going to stand there and look decorative.
I'm just going to stand around and make myself look pretty.
You do. You look lovely, mate. How's it going, Christopher?
Not bad, buddy, not bad.
Can we see it? Let's see if we're getting real close. Just about. Look at that. You're pretty good at this, mate. You're pretty good at this.
Got a good teacher.
Ah, bless his. So the final part of the day is getting some shots of Charlie wearing some of BIKERHEADZ gear. So what we're going to do is Charlie's going to like put his jacket on, put the helmet on, so it looks natural. I'm just going to shoot as he does it. Why am I facing in this direction? Well, look at that awesome sky. Look at that hill going on in the background. We've got some nice gentle light coming this way. Charlie, just this way a bit. I don't know if you can see. Come with me, Chris. Hold it still, Charlie. Just stand there and look decorative. Light is king. Right, come close, come close. Look at this little bit of light on the side of his face here compared to there. And it makes him look really manly.
Well, something has to, I suppose.
Something has to. Anyway, never mind that. Right, come on, let's go and take some pictures. What am I doing? Long lens. I'm using as long as I can go, really, and still get the hill and all the rest of it. Shutter speed. I'm going for about a 500th because I want to make sure I can freeze the action. Wide aperture to blur the background a bit. Let me show you very quickly with some video. Doesn't that look pretty cool? Like that? Rugged looking chap against a hilltop. We can open the shot out a little more. I think that looks really, really cool. Charlie, try and keep your body towards me as much as possible. That's it, so we get the light on the side of your face. That's great. Go for it, my man. That's really looking cool. And that nasty Land Rover go. Right, I'm going to move around a bit, so I want to try and lose some of that tree. That's cool. These look great. Turn your body towards the light a little more, please. There you go, that's it. Shuffle your feet, that's great, because the light catches your face. Light is king. We're about to lose that light any minute, and it's starting to rain. I think these are pretty cool. Stand to the right of the other side of the bike a bit, please. Other side of the bike, that's it. Yeah, there. Perfect, because we're going to get a bit more light. Move back from the bike a bit if you could. That's it, somewhere there. That's a nice shot. That is a... And the light just suddenly came out to play with us. This is cool, man. Okay, I think that's a wrap. Let's go and see what Charlie thinks. You're happy with this sort of thing?
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah.
We got some nice light. I think it's better with you on that side of the bike than that side. Do you see what I mean? The light is better. This is why it's so important you understand how to work your camera. Shutters, apertures, light, composition, what this thing does, why you would choose a control for a particular reason. Because if you're going, oh, now, shall I change my shutter or do I need that? What about then all of a sudden you're not even noticing the light, which is why I am giving away 7 completely free lessons in my online masterclass in photography. He doesn't know I'm going to talk about this, he thinks I'm pitching him. If you would like to get those 7 free lessons, and they are 5-star Trustpilot review, please click the link in the top right of your screen right now. Go and get them, they're valuable in and of themselves. Thanks guys, it's been a total honour and a privilege.
No, thank you, you've taught me a hell of a lot, so thank you.
Thank you.
It's such a well worth course.
Oh mate.
You'll see me again.
I look forward to it. I look forward to it.
Advance, not to redo what we've done, because I've done that. For the advance. But yeah, no, it's definitely worth it. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Charlie.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So if you'd like to see more of these pictures that we've just taken out here with this gorgeous light on this wonderful day, go and visit my Clicker Snap. Take care. I hope you've enjoyed this. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. I forgot that bit because that's important. I'm just too excitable. Once again, I hope you've enjoyed today as much as I have. Take care. See you next time.